And then, somebody pick that up. Pick that up. Which one would you rather carry?
Obviously, that one.
Yeah.
But that's still
but this is
lighter
still
than
doable. This is going in my truck, right?
That was lighter than I thought it would be.
How many of you? So you guys had inflatable pads, right? Is it fun to blow those up in the cold? No. That's why I have this.
Yeah.
This right here. Snap it off, lay it out. I've got a layer, right? Gets me started. I can also use it because it folds into quarters. I can use it to kneel on. So if I'm building a fire or whatever, get my stuff set up, I've got something to click my knees, keep me warm. The fun big bag. Mitchell paracord, bunch of chem lights. These are nice just to, like, if you need to throw them out there as a little, like, find me, peanuts in the snow, you could do that. What do I have in here?
Before you go, when you say chem lights, you're talking about, like, glow stick? Okay.
Yeah, just break them and shake them.
Oh.
Yep. Flares. Okay.
Roman candles, right?
Yeah. And for processing wood, get a real saw.
Yeah.
Okay. If you have a nice bow saw, that's great, but this thing goes in my pocket, and it's really good. I can take off 3-inch branches to get me going. I can do all kinds of fun stuff with it. Just be careful because it likes to stop right there.
You grab with your hand
and your
and
fingers are there. Use a little bit so you're used to it. So those are ready to go if I need it. Right on the outside. I just bought this nifty little thing. I don't know if I'll use it, but in reference to whether or not you want to be blowing something up, this is made by Flextail. And this is an air phosphorus that we can buy. Yeah. There goes, right? And it's a light. So you can hang it. It came with a bunch of adapters for different inflatables. And it charges via USB. So if you got a little solar thing, or you plug it in at home, it'll charge up. So I haven't played with this, but thought I'd give it a shot. So we're talking about a knife, right? Or a hatchet or whatever. This is my kind of go-to, makes me happy knife, right? You're going to have to buy a bunch of knives to find the one you like, because everybody's hand's a little bit different. Everybody likes slightly different stuff. This one is really heavy. It's good for batoning. I can use it as a hatchet. It's got a nice choil insert here, so if I'm shaving wood, it actually fits in my hand really well. So I really like this knife. Fits my hand really well. I recommend putting a lanyard on so that when you're out there splitting firewood and whatnot and doing this, you don't throw it into the snow. You can't find it. Or just, you can dangle it, do some stuff, pick it back up. This one also happens to come with a ferro rod and a striker and a sharpening stone on it, so that's kind of handy. We're not going to go into fire starting tonight, but not all ferro rods are equal, and this one sucks. I can start a fire with it, right? It'll work, but A, the lanyard's too short, and the strike is really short. And as a result, I'm down here like doing this, trying to get one good spark to finally catch stuff, versus a really nice 5-inch, half-inch round ferro rod where you can strike it. I kind of have things prioritized in here because this isn't just a shelter kit. So right on top, I got a bunch of first aid stuff. Okay, so this is kind of go-to really quick, stop the bleed stuff. I got an emergency blanket. I've got some hand warmers and foot warmers in here. I also have a thing of meds in here just in case. So it's like antiemetics, it's really mild stuff. And also the meds I need. I take an antacid or, every day. And if I don't take it, 24 hours later, I'm miserable. So I always have that with me, right? Right on top, something to put up some shelter with. These are the tarps that John has been teaching with for a long time. And this is the one that's a little too small for me. If I do a toe point with it, my toes are in there and my head's sticking out, which is not what I want. However, I can set this up real quick, get a fire going, it's making a hot spot for me, and everybody can see it. So I've got it right on top, and I can get that going. So even if I just need to take a break and get out of the wind, I've got something set up already.
So the feature that you're looking for on this is shiny side.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
I mean, bright orange, great, but shiny side is really what you're looking for. Shiny good.
Be a barracuda.
Yes.
Yeah. This is just a ground barrier. And I've got some little titanium stakes in here. So I can stake that down, and that's where I'm going to start building everything else off of.
So, real quick, ground barrier, is that just like a...
It's a ground tarp.
Okay.
It's really thin, and it's just kind of the size of what my base is going to be.
Gotcha.
Stake it out, and that gives me a dry place to work, and I can throw all my stuff on there, go from there.
Gotcha.
Presumably I've already got something sheltered. This is my bigger tarp, and this is what I would set up in whatever configuration. I really like a toe point, which is basically there's one pie point, and it goes down to another single point down here, and then like this looks like an arrowhead or an anvil, and there's one entrance. And it's really good if you point it into the wind, breaking the wind, and then you have a fire at one end that heats the inside of it. That's kind of my favorite. It's why this won't work for me, because this isn't square, it's rectangular. And when I set it up, it doesn't quite work. This one is actually square and a little bit bigger, so I got room. It's actually got room for 2 or 3 people, so it's kind of nice. So this becomes my tarping. Other stuff right on top, light and notes and things to make fire with. I've got a candle in here, so if I need to, I can just really quick get in there and light the candle and get warmed up a little bit. I've got note-taking stuff in here. I've got this lamp right here that pops out. It's battery powered, and it's just a good lamp to pop on. It also has a red flashing mode, and that red flashing mode lasts for like 12 hours, so I can just hang it and turn it on. People can find me. And I've got a notepad with waterproof paper in here, so I can leave notes, right? So if I did have to walk off, I could leave a note saying, this way, 200 yards. Cool. Okay, bunch of different cordage, repair material. We can go over that some other time, but I carry a bunch of different stuff so I can fix as go. I've got an actual cooking kit in here. There is a stove in here and a fuel canister for it. This is my fire starting kit also. This is what I'm talking about when you want to have options for starting a fire. In here, I've got both a signal mirror and a mirror you could use to use sunshine if you wanted to. If you guys haven't used these before, you cite what you're looking for and do wiggly, so you're shining light in your face. This is a Fresnel lens. So you use it to magnify sunshine and whatever you're trying to light. Got a lighter, a couple little strips of fire making stuff in there. That's one option I have. Vaseline impregnated cotton balls. My favorite. The only thing I don't like about these is what's that?
That's for your snacks. Right?
Tasty, yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about these, you have to be really careful taking them out because you get it all over your fingers. Guess what sets on fire?
Your fingers.
Okay, so the trick with these is get your fire all set up and then get that one twig that you want to use to start the fire and use that twig to fish this out. Light this and then stick that in the fire.
Gotcha.
Okay? These things burn for like 3 minutes, sometimes longer. So that's kind of my favorite go-to. Your regular old Firestorm matches, all that good stuff. I've got some fat wood in here. This is hemp rope. It's another way you can you pull this apart so you can build a bird's nest out of it, and it lights up really quick. And a real ferro rod. This is what you want for a ferro rod. Okay, it's big enough to hold it. You get a striker that's far enough away for you to be able to use it. And I've also wrapped some more Gorilla Tape on here, so if I need to, I can peel that off. I could use that as a starter too. But way big difference from that tiny little. I can light up the snow. Okay, so get a good ferro rod.
Damn.
This is a stove.
Stove. I got one of those too.
Okay, put that on a little tripod. Screws onto the top of that. I've got a stove. All fits nicely in here.
Where can you get something like that?
Okay, so
Do that.
I've got all the goodies in here. I've got several days. I've got one of my favorites is just tuna. This little packets of tuna, different flavors. Spoon, eat really good, fast, protein. A bunch of other stuff that I like to eat. Got some fruit, and then of course the wonderful
Peanut butter.
peanut butter. This stuff is, which one is this? Peter Pan, go look and see what the caloric content of these is.
Get the highest one.
This one has the highest. So look for that. Okay.
The Whole Foods.
Cup of noodles, man. Nobody complains when you hand them cup of noodles when you're cold. Hot water, you're good to go, right?
Yeah.
I've got an MRE in here. That's got a bunch of stuff in it. So that's actually good for almost a day and a half. Got a nice hot meal in there. some other, just kind of, I've got a pair of gloves, a couple more crew chiefs. I've got a towel in here to keep my hands dry. I've got another shamag in here that I can use to keep myself warm, filter water. This is great for travel. This is a my straw inside your drinking container. So you can just dump water, snow, whatever in here, melt it, and drink it. So you don't have to have a life straw stuff or anything like that. I take this traveling with me everywhere. So if I'm in, Tanzania, I can just grab some water and I'm okay. Okay. Bottom of the barrel here. I'm not going to pull this out. I have 3 liters of water. That's what's so fucking heavy. Okay.
Are they bladders?
What's that? No. They're all 3 metal containers. 2 of them are little 1 liter narrow mouth, and I have 1 wide mouth in there. Okay. And I've got water in them. So I've got 3 liters of water to start with. Right. In here, I have my kind of, I kind of want to warm up after I've set everything up. And on the top, I've got I'll just show you because it'll make you laugh. I've got a set of fingerless gloves, which are great after you've set everything up and you're trying to do your fire and everything. These will keep my hand at least warm, but I've got all this dexterity, right? So after I've kind of got everything set up and I'm ready to do a fire or whatever, and I need this, I put these on. This is just a little neck sock, right? It's just a little extra, put something around to kind of keep me warm, and I can pull it up and use it like a snood. So just an extra layer. And the best hat ever. Am I right? So it's wool. This is cool. Really thin and light, and it's really warm. So once I've kind of got everything done, I'm keeping my ears warm. I got my gloves on, and I'm a happy guy. So, all right. I got another thick vest I can put on to kind of just add a couple layers. So if if I've gotten some stuff wet, this is my go-to. I can really quick swap it out and put some other stuff on. That'll keep me warm. And then this is a spare set of clothes. Pants, underwear, socks, shirt. So when I'm got all sweaty or whatever, I can swap that out. All right, and way on the bottom here, I've got another windbreaker, a parka in here, just as another sort of wind layer. It's on the bottom. It keeps everything in my bag dry because it's on the bottom, so I can set this on the snow and it doesn't get wet. And I have it for later. Solar panel, USB charger, all that good stuff, with the cords that I need. So I can pop this out. It's a 3-panel thing. I can charge my iPad in 3 hours. So phone goes even faster, all that good stuff. And one of my favorite doodads, this is a Polish military shovel. It's actually sharp. I can use it like a hatchet. I can use it to kill zombies. And I've got at least a little something to work with to dig out, right? Not great for moving snow, but it's better than nothing. I also have an avalanche shovel that I occasionally carry around, but I kind of got annoyed with it, so I stopped carrying it.